Good morning, everybody. It's a rainy morning. Thought I would take a minute to talk to you about this Polydome feed bin that we got. I did some research online. Found a little bit of information about it, but there's only like 2 YouTube videos I could find about it from a guy, Sunny Farms, up in like Wisconsin. So hopefully this will help out a little bit. So this is the feed bin. It is a Polydome 2.5 ton feed bin. We get ours blown in here from Senseneg's, so that's the blow pipe on there. I missed that yesterday. My wife was here when he delivered it and blew it all in. Unfortunately, it got dust on everything all over the place. You can see it all over. But the driver did say, though, that once you blow it in once or twice, it kind of seals up a bunch of these cracks, just where they like clamshell together, and won't blow around too bad. So talk a little bit about money that I have invested in this. So the feed bin itself, the whole kit, now so that you understand, I got this from Zartman Farms up in Ephrata. There's a ladder kit that goes on here and like a little hinge deal on the top. That I did not put on here just because I don't need that, because like I said, I got this fill pipe here that it gets blown into. But total cost for this was, I think, $17.45 for the feed bin. And now the concrete pad here, of course the dogs are cleaning up what's not there. So this is a 6x6 pad, roughly 6 inches thick. I've got a little over half a yard there. I had a couple $100 in concrete. I didn't total it up, but I can tell you right now, between the concrete, the anchor bolts, the remesh, and a couple other odds and ends, I probably had at least $250 in there. So easily in this setup, it's easily $2,000. Now that's a lot of money, but just so that you guys understand, we get this delivered for these guys right here. Okay, so there's our porkers down there. There's 6 of them total in there. They've got about another 2 months here. So, but we also have 2 horses, a couple steers, a bunch of goats. I think we're down to like 15 goats right now. So the idea, though, is with this feed bin, I was getting delivered it. I was getting feed, I was picking feed up in New Holland, about 45 minutes away. And which wasn't bad. It was a nice ride up there, but I was going up about every other month picking feed up, and that wasn't bad, because I would actually just take my horse trailer, put it right in there. It's really, really easy to load. But I'm telling you right now, by the time you get done unloading about 2,500 pounds of feed in 100-pound bags, you're pretty beat by the end of it. So I had talked to him about delivering it in bulk in the Polydome feed bin or the like, and it was actually the same cost to get it delivered here 45 minutes away as it was to go up there and pick it up in 100-pound bags. So it's kind of a no-brainer. Now, of course, I had the $2,000 investment, right? But I'm planning on having animals for a long time. My wife and I enjoy having animals around, so you know, it's a long-term investment. We're not. I wouldn't recommend spending $2,000 total between a feed bin and a pad and all that stuff. By the way, I had a high school kid help me. We had about 3 hours, I think, assembling this whole thing, so it wasn't too bad. And then I probably had another hour just messing around with the fill pipe, drilling the hole in there, getting that all set up, and then getting this arranged on here, putting the collar on. So then we had probably, in the concrete pad, we probably had 3 hours by the time we prepped it, poured it, worried over it, finished it a couple times. So I would say we had a full day in with everything, right? However, at the same time, I've had 2 hernias repaired, and cost-wise, it's the same to get it delivered here, so it just made sense. I did, just so you know, I did look at Farmer Boy Ag, one of their poly feed bins, and I was a hair bigger. It actually held just under 3 ton. This is only 2.5, which is fine. I got 2 ton delivered. You can kind of see, I think that's all I'm going to be able to fit here with the blow pipe where it is there, but the 2 ton is plenty for me for a while. The same thing from Farmer Boy, delivered and set up and set here, was $2,500. Now my entire cost assembling this, and that wasn't that bad. It was just a bunch of bolts, and then pouring the pad and setting in here with anchors. Like I said, it was right around $2,000. So You know, Farmer Boy wasn't a bad deal. I've got to be honest, the poly bin, I kind of like this a little bit better. They did talk about the fact that the gentleman I bought this from said that galvanized bins do sweat, right? They condensate, so you get that in your feed. And to be honest with you, the price point, this was just a much better option for me. So Polydome Feed bin, 2.5 ton. Let me show you right quick. Hopefully I can do this with one hand. To fill up a bucket, it's that simple, right? So about a couple seconds, fill that bucket up, throw it in here for the pigs. Do that 5 or 6 times, that feeder would be full, and we're good to go. So I've actually only filled up 3 buckets so far. So I'll let you know how this works, but like I said, I did not find a lot of research out there about a Polydome feed bin on YouTube. So far I would recommend it. All right, enjoy your day. Leave your comments below. See ya.